Alonso, and I'm the director of the Rapid Assessment Program at Conservation International. So my job is to coordinate rapid biodiversity assessments all over the world to collect data. I'm also a specialist on ants, so on the RAP surveys I also participate as one of the scientists surveying ants.
I'm Stephen Richards, and I'm the leader of this RAP expedition to the Muller Range. I'm working with Conservation International to document biodiversity in really remote areas of Papua New Guinea, where we're trying to find out more about what biota occur, what threats there are to the wildlife and the plants, and basically to document what spectacular wildlife is in these areas. Yeah, my specialty is frogs and reptiles, and to an extent dragonflies, and we've been finding some really spectacular animals on this trip, a number of new species, which has been great, very exciting stuff.
The Rapid Assessment Program at Conservation International began in 1990 with the aim of collecting data on species and species diversity from really poorly known areas, so that we can use that data then to guide conservation activities. Because often you don't know if a place is, highly diverse and really important biologically if you've never surveyed there and don't know what's there. So since 1990 we've done over 60 rapid surveys throughout the world, including many in New Guinea, because this is one of the hot spots of biodiversity. You find a lot of species, high diversity, abundance, and also a lot of species new to science.
So the RAP project that we're working on at the moment has identified a number of sites that are extremely poorly known biologically, and what we're trying to do is fill in gaps in knowledge about the biota of New Guinea. So we've identified a series of sites. We did a survey in the Nakanai Mountains of East New Britain earlier this year, and we'll be doing a survey in the Mount Suckling area early next year. And we selected these sites basically because firstly, there's very little information about those sites, and secondly, we expect, by virtue of their geology and what we know about the area, that they will have some very interesting biological treasures there. The other thing we're trying to do with all of these surveys is to encourage conservation in the areas that we're working, and so we're working with local communities in all of these sites to try to promote conservation there.
There are kind of two key features of our rapid assessment surveys. One is that we assemble teams of expert scientists, because they have to be able to go out in the field and know how to really target and collect these taxa in a very short period of time to maximize the number of species that they're collecting. And they also have to be able to identify the species within a year, which is really hard for some taxa such as ants and other insects. So these people that are on our teams are really experts at these taxonomic groups. We also always do a multi-taxa survey. So we're surveying plants, birds, reptiles, amphibians, mammals, and also several insect groups, particularly here because we're looking for species new to science, and those are the groups for which there's a lot of new species. Another key component of RAP that we always try to do is we have training of local scientists. So on the RAPs with our team of experts, often they're international scientists, but sometimes they're national scientists. We try to pair them with a national scientist who may be an expert or may be just training. So we want to build up the capacity to do biodiversity surveys and also the taxonomic work within the countries that we're working. So we always have a team pairing, the expert with a trainee on each of the RAPs. And in addition, we need a lot of local logistical support when we do these RAPs. So we hire a lot of people from local villages to help with, carrying things and the field work. So we're training them in some of the methods as well when we're doing the field work, but they're also helping us with the cooking and carrying things. So that brings some income into the local communities as well.
It's a real privilege to be able to get to some of these places. PNG remains one of the great biological treasure troves of the world, and we are very interested in trying to conserve that, in trying to understand that, trying to bring it to the attention of people. So we consider ourselves very privileged to be in this really spectacular wilderness area up here.
Where's that?